We finally have a new episode of Miraculous Ladybug Season 6, the third one, Sublimation. So let's see what will happen in it, but before we begin, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because I'll keep you updated with all the news about Miraculous. So now let's get straight into the subject, and this is the synopsis. Adrian makes a new friend who Marinette is determined to befriend too. But Marinette has no clue how to become friends with someone who doesn't need to be helped. The new character is Sublime. She will appear for the first time in this episode. And the synopsis doesn't give us any information about Sublime, but we will see more information about her later in the video. Now let's see the release dates for the next episodes. First of all, Sublimation today, Dedicap on February 8th, War Papas on February 15th, and Revelator on February 22nd, even though on February 22nd we were supposed to get the first episode, Climatic Queen. It was postponed, as usual, because Miraculous does this a lot, and we will get the Revelator. And Thomas Astruc said on Twitter that the release dates are not really important and the order in general is not important, so we are back to the kind of episodes from the second and the third season, but not really the first one, because in the second and the third ones, at least there was some development, and the same will be in season 6. So us, the viewers, are supposed to put the pieces together and make up the timeline. Either way, now let's move on to the trailers, because there are a lot of interesting scenes. So first of all, we have an official trailer from Disney Channel USA, the first trailer which we ever got for season 6 with the final animation. I think we got it 2 weeks ago or something like that. So let's see what happens in it. First of all, in the image from the left, we have Sublime, her father, and Ladybug. And Ladybug will protect Sublime and her father because the mother will be akumatized. As a summary, Sublime's family is in Paris for Sublime to get a scholarship at Marinette's high school. But Sublime will fail because of Marinette. Marinette will pretend to be akumatized into Sapenator or something like that, if I remember well. And because of that, there will be a lot of soap on the floor. Sublime will step on the soap, and when she will have to run to impress Bob to get her the scholarship, she will fall. And that's why her mother will be extremely disappointed, and she's really severe in general, so that adds up. And she will be akumatized by Cerise. But actually, we cannot call her Cerise because we have the official name when she's with the Butterfly Miraculous. Her name is Chrysalis, the one that has been going around since 2020, I guess, or even before. Either way, in the second image we can see Chrysalis, and she's blowing an anti-Akuma. And if you don't know what an anti-Akuma is, let me explain. She will be able to create anti-Akumas, which are able to erase the powers, let's say, of one of the heroes. And for example, in the third episode, Cat Noir will be the one who will get hit by an anti-Akuma, because Chrysalis will transfer the anti-Akuma to the akumatized villain, and from the mask of the akumatized villain, the anti-Akuma will go into Cat Noir. But what's really strange is that even the akumatized villain doesn't know that this is happening, so it will be a surprise even for her. This is a really interesting power, and I'm very glad that they are expanding the powers of the Butterfly Miraculous. In the last image we have Sublimation fighting with Ladybug, and the fight scene will be really interesting. I have already seen it because of the leaks, so you are in for a treat. Now let's move on to the second trailer from the Miraculous official YouTube channel, and here we can see Sublime better. She looks really good. I mean, at first I wasn't maybe the biggest fan of her when I've seen her in the leaks, but now she looks amazing, especially the hair. In the final animation it looks amazing, and also the last animation couldn't have done this. So let's all show a lot of appreciation to the animators and the whole animation in general, because it's amazing. Adrian and Sublime will be in the same class and they will become friends. They will start running in every morning, and because of that Marinette will become kind of jealous. And by the way, in the last image with Cat Noir, this is him after he was hit by the anti-Akuma, which we discussed about earlier. About Adrian and Sublime there's not really much to say, they will just become friends. So nothing wrong with that, because even though you are in a relationship, you are allowed to have friends, especially because Adrian is extremely respectful and he would never cheat on Marinette. I've seen a lot of people theorizing online that Adrian will cheat or something like that, but obviously this will not happen. And by the way, in the image in the middle you can see Marinette in the back spying on them, because yes, you are seeing well, Marinette will go back to her old ways from season 1, but maybe even more over the top. Because of the new animation they are able to show more expression to their faces, and Marinette will be hilarious in this episode, so I'm really excited. As I was saying, Marinette will spy on them during the whole episode, and she will want to find out as much information possible about Sublime. She will want to become friends with Sublime. She doesn't have any bad intentions to hurt Sublime or something like that. She just wants to be friends with Sublime because Sublime is a friend of Adrian's, and she wants to be friends with Adrian's friends. So, all good here. Something that I don't really like about Sublime is that she will be portrayed as perfect. You will see, because I've seen the episode, but you will see during the whole episode that Sublime will be kind of perfect. She's very forgiving, she can get over any inconvenience extremely fast, so she will be portrayed, as I said, as perfect. And Marinette will see that Sublime is perfect, and she will not be able to measure up to her. So that's why Marinette will want to help Sublime, so she could measure up to her. And the reason Marinette will pretend to be akumatized is to get closer to Sublime. And this is kind of insane, I know, because Marinette akumatized is a dream of the fandom for so long, and basically in this episode she will be akumatized. I mean, she will pretend to be akumatized, but it's still something. And by the way, even though this is the third episode, all of this is happening before the second one, because in the second episode we have seen Caroline, Sublime's mother, being interviewed by Alia and Nino about how it felt to be akumatized. Now we have another trailer from Glob. We have a lot of trailers for Sublimation, so let's see what happened in the third trailer and the last one. First of all, we can see Marinette and Alia inside Marinette's room, and Marinette is obsessing over Sublime. She knows her schedule, she knows all the information about Sublime, so kind of the same way she knew everything about Adrian during the whole seasons. She looks kind of cute, by the way, in the new animation, and Alia too. I love her short hair, so just a side note, I love them. In the third image we can see Sublime's legs, and she has prosthetics. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but either way you can tell. Metal legs, I guess. Either way, this is not an important detail. I'm not really sure why I'm giving it so much time, but let's move on. They will be broken by Marinette. I said about the soap and the whole situation with Marinette pretending to be akumatized. Sublime will lose the scholarship, but maybe after all she will be able to perform again in front of Bob, and she will regain the scholarship. And Alia will see that Marinette is really obsessed with Sublime, and she will assure Marinette that Adrian is not cheating on her and that he would never do that, and that Sublime doesn't have any connection with Adrian, so Marinette has nothing to worry about. Just because they are running together in the mornings, it doesn't mean that they are together or having an affair. I forgot to mention before, but I'm really mad because the order of the episodes is not important, because why are we going back to the episodic things? I'm not really sure how to say, but you get it, the kind of episodes from seasons 1, 2, and maybe even the third season. The fourth season and the fifth ones were the best, and the second one, but the fourth one and the fifth one were clearly the best. So why are they going back to the old formula? But either way, maybe the episodes will be amazing. The second one was an amazing episode, I loved it, so I have high expectations for all the other ones. But again, keep in mind that the order of the episodes is not important. You can even watch the episode 20 before the episode 1, and it wouldn't make a difference. Going back to Marinette and Sublime, this is what Christina V, Marinette's voice actor, said about Marinette. We've only done a handful of episodes so far. I'm not sure how many we've done, but I really like seeing the new characters. There's one named Sublime, she's in the first episode, and by the way, she's in the third one, not the first one, but either way, I'm always really excited to hear and see how she's going to shake things up within the friend group and the love square. Also, watching the new animation has been really cool. And what does she mean by love square? I really hope there won't be a love square between Marinette, Ladybug, Cat Noir, Adrian, and even Sublime now, because that's too much. During 5 seasons, well, 4 seasons and a half, but still a lot, we had love squares. We are done. It's time for Marinette and Adrian to be happy, so I really hope Sublime will not be in the relationship. I'm 100% sure that Adrian will not have a crush on Sublime or anything like that, but I'm really sure that also the fandom will ship Adrian and Sublime because they will say that Marinette is annoying. And by the way, Christina V also said this, let's just say Marinette is still Marinette. Maybe she won't be facing the same challenges, but she's still working through some things, so we will definitely get to see more growth on her end. So Marinette obviously will get more redemption in this season. She already started her redemption in season 5 and even season 4 since she became the Guardian. She's more developed. So I will not hate on Marinette. I know that it's really hard to be in a relationship with all her insecurities and everything that happened with Gabriel, because let's not forget that she feels really guilty about what happened with Gabriel. So there's a lot in her head right now, so we have to understand her. So this is what we know about the third episode. Now let's see what will happen in each episode. We have all the titles, so let's make theories. First of all, we have Climatic Queen, and the second episode confirmed that the akumatized villain from Climatic Queen is Miss Bustier. She will be the first one who will be akumatized, probably because of the mother's life, because she said that she was really worried about her baby and then she was akumatized and heard multiple voices. So she will be Climatic Queen. I'm really curious to see what will happen in Climatic Queen because I really have high expectations for it because Stormy Weather is one of my favorite episodes. Climatic Queen I feel like will have the same vibes as Stormy Weather, and that's because that's how season 1 started. That's how Miraculous started in general. And now, after the 5th season, we have a new storyline with Lila instead of Gabriel. So the first episode, being Climatic Queen, makes a lot of sense because it's the same beginning as the one with Gabriel in season 1. And I really hope that the fight scene will be amazing because in Stormy Weather we have probably one of the top 5 fight scenes from all the seasons. Until then they weren't be able to really top that fight scene. So I hope Climatic Queen will be amazing. And I also hope that we will get a release date soon for the episode because it's really ridiculous to have the episode 11 before the first one. I mean, a season has to premiere with the first episode. I've never seen a show to premiere with the second episode and then release the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and then the 11th one. That's kind of insane, and even though the order of the episodes is not important in season 6, besides the finale, or the last 4 episodes let's say, it's still important for us to see everything in chronological order. But now also the episodes are not in chronological order, so it's strange. Moving on, in the second episode we have already seen what happened because it was the premiere of season 6. And if I have to rate the second episode from 1 to 10, I will give it an 8. It was a solid episode, not really amazing, but also not a flop. It was okay. I still prefer it a bit over Sublimation, even though I've seen only 19 minutes of Sublimation out of 22, I guess. I still prefer the second one over the third one, for now. So talking about Sublimation, the focus of this video, let's see what will happen in it. Sublimation will be about Sublime and her mother. Sublime is a new character who is a runner, she doesn't have legs, she has prosthetics, and she will become really good friends with Adrian. Obviously, Marinette will become extremely jealous, and she will stalk them, she will stalk Sublime, but at the end she will want to become friends with Sublime, so Marinette won't have really bad intentions. But Marinette will akumatize herself, but not for real. She will pretend to be akumatized and to stop Bucket Eater, if I remember well. And besides that, she will also make Sublime lose her legs. I mean break her legs, not really lose them, but they need to be replaced. And that will be because Marinette will put a lot of soap on the floor, and Sublime will have to run with the soap on her legs. And because they are prosthetics, she will trip and fall because of Ladybug / Marinette pretending to be akumatized. And that will be extremely sad because she needed a scholarship and the money from Bob, and now she won't get them. The third episode has been extremely leaked. We now have about 19 minutes out of 22 or something like that. So we basically have seen all the episode if you have been keeping up with the leaks. And it will be a really cool episode because even though Marinette at first will seem that she has bad intentions with Sublime and that she's back to her old ways, she's just trying to grow. And she won't have bad intentions, as I said. And it will probably be a friendship towards the end between Marinette and Sublime, because at the end of the episode they will hug and they will become friends. The akumatized villain in Sublimation is Sublime's mother, and also Sublime's parents are divorced and Sublime's mother is kind of a witch, and her dad is extremely peaceful. She will have the power to make everyone the best version of themselves, so that's not really a bad power, but of course it's an akumatized villain, so she needs to be de-akumatized. And in the third episode we will see only Ladybug and Cat Noir, no other heroes. In the episode 4, the akumatized villain will be Roger Cup again, but instead of Roger Cup he will be named Daddy Cup. And the heroes that will appear in the episode 4 are Pegasus, which looks amazing by the way, and Miss Hound, who also got a big glow up, and I can't show them because of copyright issues. And the other heroes will be Ladybug and Cat Noir, but as Astro Cat and Astro Bug. In War Papas we will meet Gabriel's parents, so Adrian's grandparents after all, and that will be extremely interesting. Sleeping Siren is probably Ondine, akumatized again into the Siren. El Toro de Piedra is probably Ivan akumatized again. Vampigami, maybe Kagami, but also we had Optigami, which was not Kagami, so I'm not sure. Mr. Agrest could actually be the episode when we meet Adrian's grandparents. It's either War Papas or Mr. Agrest, because we know that all the episodes are named after the akumatized villain or a senti monster, and in season 5 after the powers of the Miraculouses. So Mr. Agres could be a sentient monster. The Dark Castle, it's extremely cool. I'm not sure what to believe. Probably the same person who was akumatized in season 1, Adrian's fencing teacher, I guess. Revelator is an extremely cool name, but I have no idea who this could be. Reckless Driver reminds me when Ladybug and Cat Noir were reversed by Reverser in the second season, so maybe that person could be akumatized, and obviously Ikazi Gozen will be Kagami's mom re-akumatized. Now I have a feeling that all of these episodes will be emotional and reckless with us. So, Grand Diaper. Am I reading this correctly? Does it really say diaper? What babies are using? Either way, I'm not sure what this could be. The Ruler. That will be an amazing episode, I can already tell. And it could be a Mary Chat episode, I can feel this. I'm not sure why, but I feel that the Ruler will be for Mary Chat. Noe is a fairy tale after all. A fairy good night again. Someone will be akumatized in a fairy. Maybe Sublime, because she gives the vibes of a fairy. The Dirty Fires. That's really strange. About the episode 19, I can't even read the title, but I know for sure one of the episodes is named The Straightener. Maybe that's the one, it just hasn't been translated. So I'm not sure what could happen in this one. If you have any theories, leave them in the comments. The episode 20, Heart Fixer, reminds me of Heart Eater, I guess, or something like this. It was in the finale of the third season. So this could be that villain again, or something like that. The Changed Titans, Lady Chaos, Tristancy, Queen of the Dread Zone, Secret Protocol, Nemesis. I can already tell all these episodes will be amazing, especially Lady Chaos, Queen of the Dread Zone, Secret Protocol, Nemesis. Even the Changed Titans, only Trins Nancy is probably just a Nancy re-akumatized and she will be sad, so that's why is Trist Nancy. But Lady Chaos, there's a lot of speculation that it is Ladybug akumatized / Marinette akumatized, but I don't really believe this will happen. But who knows? And I have a feeling that Queen of the Dread Zone could be Lila akumatizing herself or Chloe akumatized again. Because Chloe always tends to be akumatized towards the end of the season. She did this in the third season, also in the fifth one, and now maybe in the sixth one. She could be Queen of the Dread Zone, and Nemesis means enemy. So I'm extremely excited for the last 6 episodes of season 6. I mean, I'm excited for all the season, but anyway. About season 7 we have some news. Someone asked one of the writers of Miraculous if season 6 is already written, and they are writing now as we speak the first 2 episodes. They are making the scripts, and then they will make the storyboard and then the animation. We know that it won't be a huge gap between season 6 and 7, and Thomas Astruc also said on Twitter /X, name it the way you want, that after we watch the first episode of season 7 we will have to rewatch all season 6. And he also said that there are a lot of hints in the previous seasons that we didn't catch on. And he said the same about season 6, that there will be a lot of clues that we will not catch on. Season 7 for now is confirmed to be released in the next year. So obviously season 6 has to end in this one. And even though there was a huge gap between season 5 and season 6 because of the new animation, the new software, and all that stuff, from now on, Miraculous will not have huge gaps between seasons, specials, and stuff like this. Don't forget that in this year we will also get the Tokyo special, which will be the 5th one, and then the Brazil special, which will be the 6th one in the next year. And probably we will get the Tokyo special in the same time as the London special or the Shadybug and Cloud Noir special during October/September of this year. There are a lot of plans for Miraculous in the future. They said that they have plans for at least 10 years from now, and we will get a lot of Miraculous content, a lot of specials, a lot of new seasons. Don't forget that even though there are only 7 seasons confirmed, they said they have ideas for 12 seasons a couple of months ago. So if the show does well, we will get 12 seasons minimum. And that's why it's extremely important to support the show in any way possible, maybe to buy Netflix and watch the show, or Disney Plus, or whatever platform the show is posted on, to see that they have a lot of fans. Now, as a fun fact, these are the differences between the seasons, and it is insane. From season 1 to season 2, it's been 581 days. And now the second longest difference was between season 5 and season 6, 503 days. The shortest difference between the seasons has been between the second one and the third one, only 29 days, so not even a month. I still remember the difference between season 4 and season 5. It's been about 3 months or something like that, because Glob released the first episode and the second one, and then we had to wait something like 4 months or 5 months to watch the third episode of season 5, Distraction. But now the wait is finally over and we have season 6. When I'm recording this, it is 31st January, about 6 or 7 hours before the episode will be released, the third one. So this is all we know for now, but probably we will get more scenes, but I will not be able to include them in this video because I have to start to edit it. I'm really excited and happy that the Miraculous era is back. So this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe because I'll keep you updated with all the news about Miraculous, and I will see you soon.